3, 2, 1.
Paul Keller. I was in Korea, Engineering Battalion, 729th TROB. We worked for the Air Force, putting in an airfield in Kunsan, Korea. It was mighty cold over there and mighty hot in the summer. And I know many of them aren't still alive, but thank the Lord I made it fine, and I thank Him from the bottom of my heart.
My name is Aaron. I'm dressed as a World War II European theater infantryman with the 103rd Division. And what was the last one?
Why do you like to reenact?
I like to reenact because I'm really into history and military surplus all together. And it's a nice way to honor the veterans and amusement.
Now, where have we seen you before, huh?
Well, you see me at the Rev War event.
So you're on the Siege video?
Yes, I'm on the Siege video.
Perfect.
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're with who in the Siege video?
I am with the 9th Pennsylvania Regiment, but I am the president of the Old Fort Mifflin Historical Society.
Great.
Yeah, my name's Scott Thomas. Been reenacting for about 10 years. Started with my son. I do World War II, Civil War, Rev War. I do it to keep the public informed, about the World War II, stuff like that, history in general. I don't think they teach enough of it in school, and this is my way of contributing to it.
Wars don't go bang bang.
It's going to look good. It's going to look nice when guys post stuff up.
Yeah, the covering fire was the only good thing you guys could do because you're on this side, we're running, but you have to cover yourself while you're running too. That was good.
Hold on a second, let's rank.
My name is Owen Tiedigan. I'm a member of the 78th Infantry Division, and I guess I reenact because my grandfather, both my grandfathers were in World War II. They were a huge influence on me and my life, so I kind of do this in a way of remembering them because one of them's already gone in my life, sadly. So I figure that we're not going to be able to improve the future unless we learn from the past, and the only way to learn from the past is if we preserve it. That's what we do right here.
Super.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's basically it.
Hi, my name is Robert Pettner. I represent a German field marshal in the Second World War. I'm here at Fort Mifflin on behalf of Fort Mifflin and the World War II program. What you see on my impression would be an average German field marshal who served about 30 years in the German military, spanning from the First World War till the end of the Second World War.
Why do you like to reenact?
I enjoy the history of reenacting. I enjoy the companionship of all my fellow reenactors. I like the history. I like the small details of reenacting, the man level. What buttons did he wear? What uniform did he wear? How was he issued his food in the field, his gear? It's not about all of the personalities you recognize from the Second World War, like the Pattons and the Rommels. It's about the guy that was a baker or a cook one day, and then he had to take up a rifle and go fight for his country the next day, regardless of which side he represented. I've chosen a field marshal at this point in my reenacting career because of my advanced age. I don't want to be the oldest private in the Wehrmacht.
Cost.
Sorry?
Cost.
I don't do cost.
For some of the people who are watching in the world, they think this is authentic. Is this reproduction?
Yeah, because of my size, I'm a little bit taller and larger and much more well fed than somebody in the time period. So my my uniform is what they call a reproduction. It's been made to the standards of the uniform that I wish to present, but made modern in my size. To represent somebody of this type of a rank and caliber is a significant financial investment.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
One.
Good Abend. My name is Joseph Solari, and I represent an Oberleutnant in the Deutsche Wehrmacht. I've been in this hobby now about 20 years, and I've done various reenactments throughout the eastern part of the United States. I choose this officer impression as an adjutant, aide-de-camp, wearing the azulet, as you can see on my right shoulder. I am a general staff officer. I wear the red stripes on the trousers. Today I'm wearing the long trousers with the low quarter shoes. I could also wear joffers of the same color with riding boots. The officer impression is an impression that commands respect from the German soldiers. We're professionals. We represent and portray professional soldiers that were schooled in tactics and excellence. And that's why the attributes of the German officer appeal to me. The ideology, of course, is not what I follow, so it's strictly just the look. The uniforms are cool. Everybody likes to look at the uniforms, and I think it helps with history, and it also gives people a perspective of things the way that Europe was in the 1940s. And when they see the uniform, a lot of folks feel some of the feelings that people felt in Europe during those oppressive years. So we try to do our best to emulate that particular role so that the public gets the education, which is really what we're all about. The education of World War II and those millions that suffered and died in that time. The uniform I have is a standard officer's blouse. It has Iron Cross second class ribbon tucked into the buttonhole. They never really wore the medal. I wear the first class Iron Cross, which is kind of like an American Silver Star. I have also an infantry assault badge, and I have a one wound badge in black. My boards, as you can see, are standard lieutenant with one pip, which makes me a first lieutenant. That would mean I would command a company in the German Army. The hat I wear is the service hat. It's the proverbial hat that everyone knows from Hollywood, and it has the peaked visor on it. German Adler and Army cockade. White, of course, signifies infantry. Color denotes the various branch of arms that an officer may be serving in. White, of course, denoted a frontline infantry officer. The silver braid cord on the hat denotes that I am an officer. If I was an enlisted, I would wear the same hat and look like an officer, but it would have a black leather strap on it, not the braid. I wear the collar Litzen of officer grade, which are on the collar behind the dark green badge cloth. Okay, we get this angle here?
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, the azulet basically was a ceremonial, really meant nothing. It denoted that you could be an aide-de-camp for a superior officer, or you could wear it in parades or various other functions. You'll see numerous officers wearing the azulet, and it really was to enhance the uniform look. That strictly was the function. The eagle, of course, is a officer grade bullion eagle, whereas the enlisted was more of a woven or bevo style. Okay, I basically portray numerous impressions. This is one of, I would say, probably 25 different impressions. We have done American in World War I, German in World War I, German in World War II, American in World War II, British, Russian. We do also Italian. We do Korea. We do Vietnam. And we've done several motion pictures for documentary purposes here at the fort as Americans in Vietnam. And I think we definitely have a big help in this with the fort and the groups here aiding us in getting these programs up and running, and professionals that get some of the ancillary activities going. We had a big Bob Hope USO show a few years ago, and professionals were running that show. They came in and staffed it with actresses, and it was a big success. So that's why I like to do this type of hobby, because it brings out the best in people and allows them to experience the greatness of others also.
Your first name?
My name's Sloan.
And what is you dressed as, Sloan?
I'm dressed as a soldier from the 9th SS, Hohenstaufen.
Now, the Hochstab, you have that on your...
Yes, I do.
Hi, my name is Jerry Ferguson. I'm a German reenactor here in Philadelphia. My German name is Gerhard Rothaug. I come from, my background is I am a 14-year Army veteran, United States Army. I'm a living historian here in Philadelphia. I represent a member of the 9th SS Panzer Division, which is a German combat division. I was one of the few German divisions that was accused of no atrocities during the entire war. Our unit does not condone or allow Nazi politics, white supremacist views. We are simply portraying the life of a German soldier at the front. Here at Fort Mifflin, we have staged battles with the 78th American Division. One of the things we do is many people have a wrong perception of what living history and reenactors may be. But if it wasn't for the bad guys, the good guys would have nobody to fight.
Now, what are you dressed as?
I am dressed as a German Waffen-SS volunteer, and I'm a corporal because I'm a squad leader.
Just going to look at your uniform. That's it. Now, you're dressed up. Now, is that an authentic uniform?
It is. This is actually a uniform by the name of, by company by the name of Janka, which is actually a World War II manufacturer of uniform, and they continue to make uniforms on the exact same pattern, the exact same dyes that they made during the war, even afterwards. So aside from being 70 years younger, it's an actual German uniform. Wow. Many of the things you'll see out here are original, and many are authentic. Like, it depends on the durability of the item. Like, this is actually an original German helmet. Our rifles, a lot of the leather gear that could stand the test of time is original. Most of the uniforms out here are reproductions because, you know, moths got to it, or just over 70 years of rot. Like, the wool doesn't, you know, age as well. And also, a lot of the German stuff was actually destroyed at the end of the war. After the surrender, all the German stuff was demilitarized and used for the civilian populace, and a lot of the uniforms didn't survive. That's why a lot of it, if you've ever looked up in sales, German equipment is a lot more expensive than American equipment because there's a lot less of it.
I'm Carl. I'm dressed as a regular infantry private in 1944, 103rd Division. I reenact to portray to the public what a soldier looked like during that period.
Gentlemen? First name and what you're dressed as?
You ready?
Go ahead.
I'm Evan, dressed as a private first class in the 103rd Infantry Division. Mid-war, late war, and just love it for the history and the hobby. A lot of fun.
Perfect. Sir?
I'm Brendan. I'm a 103rd Infantryman, and I like it because it's fun. I like the hobby.